I'm going to talk to you about how meditation can reduce or even remove sexual performance anxiety. I'm going to talk about 5 different ways that meditation can help reduce sexual performance anxiety. The first is that meditation decreases stress. Now, this is all research based. I've talked about research on meditation before, so I won't talk about it here. But it's been really clear that meditation decreases stress. One of the things that improves arousal and orgasms is when people are in a more relaxed state. I mean, nobody wants to have sex when they're stressed. When they're in survival mode, when a person is, life is in danger, they're not thinking about sex, right? So our bodies, when we're stressed, is giving us the message that we're in danger, symbolically, like we're going to die, even though very few times is the real issue, we're going to die. But oftentimes our body reacts when we're afraid of being rejected, right? As if we're going to die. And again, it's just the way the body reacts to it in this modern day, right? Back in caveman days, stress usually came because, the fight or flight response or the freeze response came for actual life and death matters. But now we have many psychological factors that could cause those similar reactions in our body. So meditation decreases stress, and it's a very powerful stress reducing tool. Now, when a person is taking the time to meditate, they are um, they are priming the pump, no pun intended, to have healthy sexual functioning. It decreases cortisol and adrenaline. It actually has other effects of different hormones that could enhance our well-being. We know that the relaxation response can really cause many positive hormonal changes and neurotransmitter in the brain neurotransmitter changes as well. That could actually help us be more relaxed, which again increases performance. Well, I don't even want to say performance. It makes performance anxiety less of an issue because you're more relaxed. The number 2 thing is that meditation gives you deep rest, which means more energy for sex. Many people have decreased desire or decreased arousal or decreased orgasm because they don't have a whole lot of energy left. They've been burning it out both because of stress, right? But also, even though it's related to stress reduction, it actually gives us more rest, so we're not as tired, right? So fatigue is an excuse that people might use, or a reason, I should say, to not have sex. Well, meditation can help us have some deep rest. So yeah, meditation is linked to less fatigue and less insomnia and more slow wave sleep, which gives us our energy. And so a lot of sexual desire has to do with our energy, and because sexual energy is energy. And so there are things we do that might indirectly help us. We might not be aware that because of meditation, we're getting better sleep, more slow wave sleep, and we are now in a better position to perform or to, I don't like the word perform. I don't like to use it in a positive way. Performance anxiety, I like to say, but it gets us out of the performance mode entirely, hopefully, because we're just rested and present, which is number 3. Okay, there's my segue. So meditation makes you more present and less distracted. So many of us have an overdeveloped left brain. We think about things, we review the past, we rehearse the future, and it can keep us trapped in these past future thoughts. It's like a cycle, and it robs us of our ability to be present in the here and now. And the present is the only time that our sexual experiences can happen: desire, arousal, orgasm. The right brain is in charge of present moment awareness. And this is the part of the brain that meditation really can enhance. So basically, the longer that we meditate, the more we're able to balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain. And the result of this is more attention, more awareness, and more ability to be in the present, dealing with whatever the task is at hand, whatever it is, including sexual activity. There's a lot of research that shows about mindfulness and sex. Mindfulness is all about being present in the body and into the moment. And when we're more focused and present in the moment, we're better able to tune into our bodies, feel physical sensations, even be more affected by our environment, more sensitive to it. So that can result in heightened pleasure. Now, also, related to everything I'm talking about as being in the present, is meditation, especially the way I teach it, not just me, many people, helps you go beyond your mind in a sense, or you could say deeper than your mind. Often it is our surface mind, our surface thoughts that is fearful and reacting to the past and the future. People that take my meditation for self and interpersonal healing program have heard me talk about the metaphor of the ocean. So you have the ocean where there is the surface of the ocean, there's wave activity, and those are analogous to the thoughts, feelings that we have. And oftentimes people that have had problems with sexual performance anxiety, they are kind of swept and caught up into these surface thoughts. Well, what meditation does, it helps you kind of get below the waves, helps you go to this deeper part of your psyche. It's where those calm, still waters are, looking at the ocean metaphor. And when you're in that place, when you access that place, you can actually see the mind and its surface activity for what it is, and oftentimes not be so run by it. It actually helps you experience the present moment, like I've been talking about, because you've gone below or beyond that surface activity, which can really help with your sexual experience. Now, the fourth way meditation might help you in your sexual performance or sexual activity is it can help you read your partner better. It's linked to improved empathic accuracy, and there is actually neurons in the brain called mirror neurons that help us have empathy, and we can tune in more. And when we're tuned in more, partially at least because of meditation, which really enhances our mirror neurons, our mirror neuron functioning, that you might then be tuning in more efficiently. And so you might bring about a better reaction in your partner, and they're responding well, which can enhance your own sexual experience too, because you're in the moment. So, when you're also meditating and you go below or beyond the mind, and you could have that empathy, you're not so self-focused. You are more tuned into the other person, which could enhance you being in the present, but also, like I said, can bring out the sexuality of your partner, which can enhance your sexuality. It becomes a spiral upward. And the fifth and last way that meditation helps people reduce or remove sexual performance anxiety is because as you meditate, you can access the part of you that is more unconditionally loving to yourself and accepting. You're not as needy of another person's approval. You're not looking for somebody to complete you. You are enough. As you meditate, you start to experience your enoughness, who you are, separate from how you perform. And so you're not needing that kind of approval. And so when you discover your unconditional happiness, which you can do with meditation, again, one of the things that I talk about in meditation is when you get to that place inside of you, it's not traitless. There's courage, there's love, there's acceptance, there's a lot of wonderful things in that place that's below the surface of your surface thoughts and mind. So when you're in touch with that, when you're in touch with that place, you're not looking for the other person to complete you. You're already complete. So in that, once again, it can enhance your here and now sexual experience as well as um, enhance your partners. So I did want to tell you that, that this happiness is an inside job. I teach this to people all the time. Meditation is one of the best ways to do that inside job, which can affect everything. So you have all those 5 ways that meditation can help a person reduce or remove sexual performance anxiety. I highly recommend it. And please check out my program, meditation for self and interpersonal healing, because you can't just hear about it. You actually got to do it consistently to experience what I'm talking about. It goes a little bit beyond words to understand what it really does for you. So I wish you well. I wish you wonderful sex. And this is Todd Creager, making the world safe for love.